Matt Sommerfield.
Wow, I got a whistle. Who is doing that? That's amazing. I love you. Is that I love you?
Yes.
I thought it was like the devil's horns.
Either one.
Either one. Ooh, I hope those two go together. I love you, devil. How you guys doing tonight? Yeah, good to be here. That was like a really quick clap. That's what I heard. How many of you had purchased tickets to see Kevin the last time and then you're here now? Anybody? Just the two. Good job. You guys you win. You won the prize. Yeah. Surprise! There it is. That's the prize. It's my face. I'm excited to be here. I love doing this gig. This is a fun gig for me. I get to come up on stage and you guys have to listen. It's just, oh, no, we don't. That's what you said. No, well, we'll see what happens. No, I'm excited. You guys are always such a great crowd, and I'm glad to be doing this job. I do have a buddy, a really good friend of mine. His name is also Matt. There's more than one of us. Just a little clap. He was still clapping from the very beginning. No, he has a really strange job. He does urine tests for, yeah, it's getting better, trust me. It'll get better. He does urine tests for like UFC, right? So like athletes. So he's the guy that has to go and before or after he has to make sure that they're not taking drugs. So, you know, there's certain sports that absolutely we should be testing their urine. UFC for sure, he does a lot of that. Weightlifters, you know, you don't want them, you know, using the roids and stuff. Biking, well, maybe before we didn't used to test, but now you kind of have to. Thanks, Lance. But there's some that he has done that I'm like, I don't know why we're testing these people. So some sports like curling. You guys know what curling is? Right? You have the thrower, right? He's like, and I can't do it because I'm not on ice, but he just glides like this, straight across, and he's intense. I can't even stretch that far. I'm pulling a hamstring as we speak. He throws the puck, and then you have the brusher or whatever. He's right? What kind of drug are we concerned that these people are on that is going to make them better at curling? Pot. No, I'm pretty sure this guy, that's a depressant for sure. You know, he's just gliding. This is some of us through life, just gliding through life, emotionless. And this guy, Adderall. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand it. There's other ones too. This is a real sport. I want you guys to look this up when you get home. That took a lot of energy out of me. Whew, God. More. This sport, it is called combat juggling. It's a real thing. This isn't a joke. This is real. Combat juggling. It's literally, right? With a little. I'm not sure what drug they need to be good at that, but I'd say let them have it. And he does have to test the Paralympic athletes. Can we just leave them alone? Haven't they been through enough already? I mean, I'm on their side. If they want a little pick-me-up, I say let them have it. Right? But I get it. Like, I don't know that I would be good at this job. Because if you can't tell, I'm way too personable of a person. Like, I can start a conversation with anybody. But the problem is I just tend to, like, here's the line, and I'm like, woo, let's dip our toe in that. Because I'm wanting to connect, you know? So if I was doing this job, I'd be like, you know, and you have to stand there while the guy, you know, pees in a cup to make sure that his friend Billy isn't the one peeing in the cup. So, and I would be like, I gotta say something, but this is like an intimate moment. Like, what am I gonna do? I need to say something to this guy. So I'd be like thinking of something, I'd be, oh, so, I see you're Jewish. Me too. Not as Jewish as you, but I am. I mean, I'm mostly, my grandma was Jewish, not my dad, but he's fine. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like, I would get fired day one. This would not be a good thing for me. Because, you know, I get it. You don't want people up in your personal space, right? How many of you hate when people are in your personal space? How many of you have that? Thank you. Yes, let's clap for hatred. It is funny what people will clap at. They'll clap at anything. Squirrels. No, the personal space, like we all have that one friend, the close talker, you know? Is it you? The close talker, they always come right up to you, like right here, you know? And why is it that every close talker, their breath smells like they just ate broccoli for lunch? It's always broccoli, you know? And they're just, and my close talker friend, not only does he have the broccoli breath, but he's got that overly firm handshake. And like, I'm a dude, right? Like, I like a good handshake, but you don't need to like crush the life out of me. Like, I do computer work, I need the fingers to do work. You know, and he's just, I'm like, I've known you for like 15, 20 years, you gotta stop. You know, and the only thing I can focus on with this guy, as he's crushing my hand, is that corner buildup of saliva in the mouth. Oh, and I know, it's all I see. He's blah, 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 and I'm just like, is it, I feel like I have it. I feel like I have it in mind. And I'm doing this the whole time. You know, is it on me? I feel like it's on me. And then there's that moment, that horrible moment, when he spits. And it's like in slow motion, you see the one little spit particle flowing through the air. Slowly but surely, and then boom, it lands. And trying to maintain focus, you yell. Because you know you don't want to break that. I just did it. You don't want to have that awkwardness. And he knows that you know you've received the spit. He knows it too, but you just play it off like it didn't happen. You know, and then the light hits it and like refracts off of it, and now there's like a prism just like for the whole time. Yeah, no, keep going. It's an interesting story. I'm just getting emotional about what you had for lunch. Close talkers, man. Get a clue. But yeah, it's you know, doing different kind of jobs is kind of a crazy thing. It's not. This is something that I really feel like I'm good at. It's something that I feel like you know, I can relax at, and I have a certain routine that I do before I go on stage. I like to get a coffee. I'm a huge coffee fan. Any coffee lovers here? Yeah. Who did that? You love tea, don't you? I don't drink coffee. Yes, I do. I don't drink coffee, straight whiskey for me. Yeah, I got some right now. Yep. This is just how I am. Yeah, no, coffee, I love it. You know why I love coffee? Because it's so vibrant, right? And it's the way it's made is just so violent. You know? Not like tea. Tea is like sending your houseplant to a spa. Right? Like I'm gonna go dry out in the sun for a little bit until I'm nice and dry. Then I'm gonna put this like, you know, gauze knapsack around myself and take a little dip in the jacuzzi. Not too hot. You don't want to burn. I'm just gonna soak it for like, you know, 5 to 6 minutes until the essence of my leaves have, you know, gone into the jacuzzi, and then I'm gonna leave and go dry off over in the corner. No, it's ridiculous. Not like coffee. You know how coffee's made? There's one particular type of coffee. You guys heard of the monkey poo coffee? Yes. Yeah. You know how that coffee's made? Here's how it's made. There's a monkey in a jungle, and he spots that coffee cherry. He decides that that's lunch. And he goes and he grabs and he eats it. And his body digests it with its stomach acid. And it burns it and adds the flavor. And then he poops it out. And the tour guide is out one day and he's walking through the jungle and he's like, you know what? I see that cherry. I could make a drink out of that. And he gets that cherry and he takes it. And what does he do? He pulls it apart violently. And then he takes that coffee bean and he roasts it until its skin pops twice. Violence. This is how it's done. And then, oh, you think it's had enough. No. Then you take that burnt carcass of coffee bean and you grind it up into a fine powder like your grandmother's ashes. boiling hot liquid water over the top of it until its lifeblood seeps down into that ceramic mug you purchased while on vacation in Lake Geneva. And you take that mug, and for the next 5 minutes you burn my tongue. Enjoy that aroma of the death, of the violent death of the coffee bean. Violence, people. That's how coffee is made. That's how coffee is made. Thank you. I feel like this is poetry night or something. Let's do this. I feel like we need to end it with that.